Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Tuesday night at Knox Makers. Every Tuesday night, we have something called Show and Share, where people show what they have made, what they are making, their successes, their failures, and all kinds of cool stuff made out of all kinds of random things. So, hi, Dodie, and we can't wait to get started. So we shall. First, I think it's Cable Commander. What is this?
Cobra Commander.
Cobra Command. Duh. Sorry. And it is so cool. Come show us the Cobra Commander something machine. Do you need the...
Yeah.
Okay.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is a variation of the Cobra Commander war machine. As you all can see, we have made modifications to the Cobra Commander war machine, and we've made it so much more efficient and more powerful with the additional Legos. I'm going to go ahead and let my nephews explain a little bit of what these attachments really do in real life. So here you guys go.
Yeah, so since this robot is a lot about lighting fireworks on the 4th of July, it wouldn't be complete without the American flag on the side. And then it is a dock for airplanes. So we've built an airplane here made out of Lego, and it has a nice little seat there, so
That's actually Cobra Commander.
that's Cobra Commander. And Cobra Commander can man his airplane efficiently.
We 3D printed Lego nodes on the side, so that's how we were able to get all of these on there.
So it's all Lego compatible, right?
It's all Lego compatible, so yeah.
But
We added marbles on there. We just like the
what do the
decorations.
marbles do? What do the marbles do?
They're just decoration.
They're just decoration. They don't. Okay then. Well, what I will note is that I am missing wheels for the bottom of my trailer still. My 3D printer broke down, and I need ideas for wheels to actually drag around the remote ignition system. So if anyone has any ideas for any wheels for the trailer, that would be great. Anyone have any questions, comments, or concerns? Yes, ma'am. Oh, yes. Yeah, we'll put, what do you want, the trailer on the screen, or you want the war machine? Okay, yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Let's see here. How do you zoom out on this thing? There we go. Well, this is about as good as we're gonna get.
So here you can see the plane and Cobra Commander.
Yeah.
The plane and Cobra Commander. And then you have the aerodynamics right here. Very important. And then the marbles, of course. So all around this, all of these Legos help the tank manage efficiently and carry Cobra Commander, and it's just an amazing war machine.
Yes, sir.
With you guys shooting on fireworks with it, are you concerned with it turning into shrapnel?
Well, not particularly the Legos, but maybe the robot. Maybe I'm just planning on smaller firearms, such as bottle rockets and those little tanks that shoot off sparklers, kind of stuff. So kind of low grade kind of stuff. So I'm not loading artillery shells onto this thing. Yes.
How many fireworks
12.
Can it hit small animals at the distance?
I didn't have enough time to install the AI processor to actually identify squirrels, rabbits, possums, and so maybe that's going to be next year, but not this year. Yes.
It seems you have prior art for using Legos in this build. Would Lego wheels not be a viable option for your
Well, the thing is, we actually found the Lego wheels, but they're just too small. I'm thinking like monster truck wheels, and what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to like drill holes into the trailer here. Hold on, let me get the trailer shown here. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, there's that lady Cobra and Destro. Keep forgetting her name. I'm sorry, but yeah, they're going to be along for the ride too. They're going to be mounted on here somehow, some way. So they're going to be on there. But the idea is that I'm going to be drilling holes into this trailer somehow, some way, and they're going to be attached to this trailer, and that's how it's going to roll. So yeah. Anyone else? Yeah. I'm sorry, say again.
The Montini ray.
Oh, I've been so preoccupied programming and everything else like that. I've just kind of left that alone, truth be told. And
Sights.
yeah,
For the squirrels.
you know, I have thought about laser pointers, and so for the range finding. So it's a possibility. Anyone else? Oh, great. Thanks, guys.
That is super cool, guys. Anytime you can integrate Legos, I'm right there with you. Super cool. Next, Vincent has an electrolytic dry cell. I'm assuming something that might make or store energy.
Hello, folks. So, every 8 years or so, pretty much down to the month, I get the itch to build one of these. Ever since I was like 10, I guess. Now, this is, I don't know, not a very obvious item right off the bat, but this is an electrolytic cell. It's actually 10 of them sandwiched together. And all that is a very convenient way to run electricity through a liquid. Because one thing you can do with that is you can decompose water into hydrogen and oxygen, which is fun because you can do a lot of fun things with hydrogen. I particularly wanted to make a jeweler's torch, like essentially a teeny tiny blowtorch. And to do so, it's very useful to have one of these because you can have a very high heat torch. Hydrogen is used as a rocket fuel, so you can get extremely high temperatures using only electricity and some water and other household ingredients. And so what you want to do is you got to pick a electrode material. Generally, the better the electrode, the more resistant it will be to the process. The electricity mixed with the water and especially the oxygen will kind of destroy your electrodes. So the one you really want to go for is platinum, but I noticed at the beginning of this project that my platinum scrap bin was empty, and so I checked. And so then in industry, they use stainless steels, which are expensive and kind of a pain if you've ever had to machine that. So I went to the next best thing, which was graphite, which is dirt cheap, and you can use a razor blade to cut it into shape if you buy it in sheet form. So that's what I did. Now, unfortunately, I ran into a problem, which is I wanted to make a torch, and I really wanted to separate these two gases, because when they're mixed, it's an extremely dangerous and explosive mixture. But to do so, you need a fabric to separate them, and I hadn't found that yet, so I assembled it just to test it regularly, and all of my neoprene rubber gaskets fused together. So this is no longer separable, and it no longer can be turned into a split cell or a jeweler's torch. And so that's too bad. It's not a huge deal. This is not expensive, but so basically all this is good for at this point is spitting out a really kind of alarmingly fast supply of extremely explosive gas mixed with a fine mist of slightly caustic liquid. Now, 4th of July is coming up, so it's not entirely without utility, but I am going to have to give this a rerun. So I guess just for your amusement, and since this is kind of one of the few things that this experiment of mine can actually do, here is a video of what happens if you stick the outlet tube in a paper cup for about 5 seconds, and then, how do you get this to focus? And then, oh, I had it, there we go. Yeah. So, oh, sure, yeah. I wish you could hear this. I really wish you could hear this. I was wearing like shooter muffs basically, and yeah, it really just teleports out of the screen. So anyway, I'll get back to you once I have come up with another one. I have a funny story about that I think I might save for next time, but yeah, that is all for now. So questions? Yes?
Are you using a flashback arrestor in your lab? Or just full sending it?
So for that one, well, so far for the tests, I've used a bubbler flashback arrestor. Yeah, you want as many of those as you can cram into this thing. Again, see the explosive video. But,
How does your wife feel about it?
mixed feelings. This may have sparked some new house rules about contained explosives. But I'm planning on making that its own show and share, so yes.
What were the steps that would make it become the jewelry torch?
Okay, so if I had actually successfully separated the outputs, see if I can do it. Yeah. Unfortunately, they look identical to the inputs, but every one of these little ports takes a Teflon tube. And so if I had managed to put in those separators, one would be fuel, one would be oxygen, and then you have like basically the same thing as like an oxyacetylene or an oxypropane torch. It just mixes them at the end, and then they don't mix until you're going to burn them. So, yeah, or you can just buy one. You can just buy a torch head. Not as fun. Anywho. All right. How long did it take? Thank you.
How long did it take?
Shockingly short. Since it only took a razor blade, I got this done in like 2 evenings. It was awesome. So, rare treat for me.
Yeah. Thank you, Vincent. I love blowy-uppy things, and I can't wait to see the next one. I might have to have one of those, so I'll talk to you about that. All right, Justin has a model kit he's going to show us. Where's Justin? There he is. Whoa. Sweet.
So this is a model kit that I've been working on for about 8 weeks now, just because it has so many parts. It's from a Gundam series, and yeah, it's ridiculous the amount of parts involved in this kit. I I don't know if I could do that. I'll just pick it up slightly. Like, there's about a month's worth of work on just the inner frame itself, which I decided it's too pretty to not cover up all the shiny plastic parts. So I did half the armor on this outside plating armor on this. So this is what it fully looks like. This is internals. But plan to do more lighting in the base because it has some accent lighting holes for it, but there's no lighting for it. So, any questions?
Did you add the lighting? Was that part of
It's part of the kit. Yeah, there's PCB board for each of the outer parts, and then there's a board inside the chest that controls the lighting for the head and other internal parts.
battery operated?
Yeah, I'm actually going to work with my father to actually wire it for USB instead of using the 8 2032s and the two 1632s. Yeah.
What materials are in that, and were they pre-painted, or
Uh,
did you paint them?
So all of this is pre-made or pre-painted, and it's, I think, a mix of polystyrene and ABS. Yes.
Will you put it on the arts table afterwards so we can look closer?
Yes.
All right, thanks, Justin. Next up, Jamie is going to show us a pocket protector, which is something I actually need.
Yeah, it's not plastic, it's leather. Yeah, well, it's not the, old one with the, yeah. So it's for my phone. So I have these really nice cargo pants, sporty with the pockets on the side. And I like to put my phone in there, but, it kind of flops around. So I made a pocket protector for it, like in 2020, what was it, about 21. And it was working good until I moved to Knoxville last year. And Knoxville is a lot more humid than it is in Texas. And it kind of gave up the ghost. The original pocket protectors, when you had them in your pocket, got the little flap goes over. Mine was made out of leather. And then when it got, I wear it and then I'm sweating and it absorbs water. And it failed. So let me see. Let me get out my iPad here so I can show you some pictures of what it looked like originally. Okay. Let's see. All right. Maybe if I turn it this way, will she behave? There we go. Okay. All right. So this is what it looked like back when I made it. This is what it looked like the other day. So it was well used. And this piece right here, that's the point of failure. And you can see the back, it wasn't lined. And so, it was absorbing sweat. And that's what led to the failure. So here's the, well, actually, let me here's the actual one. So the picture did pretty good, I guess. It's this leather wasn't the best leather I've ever had, you know, but it worked really good for several years. I decided I upgraded it, so I need to be lined. So I made another one. Oh, got an exclamation point there. What's up? All right, it's not happy. Hold on a second. Well, that's not going to cooperate. Hold on a second. Little technical difficulties here. Let me. They're on my phone here too. I just made well, you know, let's just skip that. Let's get out the actual one. So I made 3 versions of it. So I made this one with some leather out of the leather zone, and when I made it, you know, I made a template, you know. So this is the part here, and laid it all out and measured it carefully. Put the holes in there, counted them, and so they'd all fit together, and you know, it goes together like this. And this piece went around, like you can see. Can you see? It's like it's lined, you know, it's bent over. So it really looks nice. I didn't have any good. Oh, this ugly yellow is what I had at home. I didn't have, when I took this leather from here, I didn't know what I was going to do, and I didn't have a liner, so I lined it with this. But then I put my phone in it. So I've had this problem before. I put my phone in it. I got my phone in there, okay, but you know, it's a little bit difficult to get out. So one of the criteria is that I can just drop it in and I can just pull it out. So V2 failed that requirement. So I was like, okay, so what am I going to do next? So I got some more leather, and I made this one, and then, you know, I made some improvements. But so this has only had 2 pieces for my template. I guess I can scoot out a little bit. And so, but this one, you can see that it's green. Well, you really can't see very well, can you? There we go. Okay, so it's green on the inside and it's green on the outside. So this is, each one of these is 2 pieces of leather. So this original one, you know, this is what leather looks like on the inside. You know, a cow's got, you know, skin and then it's flesh on the inside. So the fleshy part, this is the green leather. So if this is the inside of regular leather, of this leather here, and you know, this is the outside. So I had 2 pieces, and you know, you put them together, and then when you turn it over both sides, there's a little delay between when you move your hand and it changes up there. Anyway, this is, you know, what I did here. So I skived it really thin so you can't really see, and the edges, did the edges, and you see I put a gusset in here, and I had to count all the holes and make my gusset, put it in there, and now it meets the design criteria. You know, it slips in really nice. It doesn't fall out, but it comes out nice. But I can still make some more improvements by, it's a little bit wide. I can make it a little bit thinner, and it would slip in my pocket a little bit easier. But that's V3, V1, and V2 of my pocket protector, and hopefully V3 will last a while. Yes, ma'am.
Your sweat and salt problem?
Yeah.
You just need to do a monthly maintenance with saddle soap and mink oil.
Yeah, you know, that really isn't how I roll, you know. I'll note that. I just like to ride it hard, put away wet. Yes?
If you get a larger phone, will you need to make a bigger pocket protector?
I don't think they make larger phones. Anything bigger than this is like an iPad. That's like this is a 13 though, but this is the largest that the 13 came in.
Is that hand stitched?
Oh yeah, so yeah, it's all hand stitched. I really don't use sewing machines on leather.
How do you get the holes that perfectly apart?
That takes practice and time. So well, the holes, the stitching takes time. The holes, there's a tool for punching the holes. Yeah, a pricking iron. Yeah, that's how we put them in. Any other questions? No? Okay. Excuse me? How's the chandelier? Chandelier was a few weeks ago. The program manager, she was happy with it, so we're all happy. So she let me a little bit of time to work on something of my own, so I was able to get that done. All right. Any questions? All right. Thank you very much. All right. Go ahead, Russell. I'm picking up all my stuff.
We've had some cool stuff tonight. We have one more. No, two more actually. David Bolt is going to show us about Synergy software, and I need a techie person to help him connect his computer to the output. Would that be you, David, or you, Tracy, or where's Billy, or? Huh? What? We need to show his computer on the screen. Thank you, Billy. Sorry to pull that on screen. I think we got it.
No, but it's not showing, it's just showing the menu, it's not showing. So I got two screens going, is that what's happening? Yeah, I'm gonna unplug it just for a second. Let me just talk about it. This doesn't. No, it's still not doing it. It's showing. Let's see here.
There it is. I saw it. Go live. What's the light first? What's the second?
Is that doing it? Is it just. No. I'm just going to talk about it. We won't show it. So anyway, I've been working on software now for our nonprofit for almost 10 years now, and we're in the process of converting it and making it available to other nonprofits. And so basically, the Synergy software is a system that allows you to create other software. And so we've used it to create our website, we've used it to create our internal information systems, and now we're starting to use it with other nonprofits. So I'm very interested in talking to other people who are interested in local first software and in development systems. So if you are currently using some sort of system to create software and are finding it problematic, I'd love to talk to you. We're currently in sort of an alpha phase where some people are using the software that we're creating with the system, and I'd like to start talking with other developers and other people who develop software so that they can get some feedback and maybe use this same software to create other systems. Are there any questions? I'll be happy to give a more fuller demo out here after the meeting. Yes.
Does it have built-in like primitives that would be used for designing software, or is it AI driven, or I'm curious what the overall kind of model is?
No, so one of the things that I wanted to do, I mean, I've been developing software since like 73, so over 50 years. And so I've been very, what word should I use? Disappointed in the current tools. So what would happen, we'd go choose a tool set to build some software with, and it would work great for the first year, maybe 2 years. But at some point you start fighting, how should I say it? There are paradigms built into whatever tool set you use, and you end up fighting the paradigm that you built, the tools that you chose. So the whole point of this exercise was to create a